Hey guys, what I want to talk to you guys about today, actually introduce you to today, is this really cool, innovative skincare product out of the UK. In fact, it's 10 products. And it's from a brand called Bioextracts. Can you see this? This is annoying me. Yes, I have an acne blemish. Let's get the light on this baby. I wrote about this device not too long ago, guys. It's from Dr. Dennis Gross, and it uses LED and blue light technology to zap acne. Check that out. That's pretty wild, right? And it's kind of interesting. Like, I just had this on the counter. So I just finished writing the blog for this week about bioextracts, and it's kind of all themed around futuristic, the future, technology from the future, the personalization of the future, and my affinity for Star Trek when I was growing up. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, this is technology right out of the future. Who would have thought to ever create this device and it goes straight through? Create this device that would zap acne. I mean, seriously. So what you do is you turn this baby on, you apply it to the blemish, and the surface of the blemish, and it takes about 3 minutes. So, and then you're done, and you do it a couple times a day. I also use it in conjunction with a salicylic acid treatment. So hopefully by tomorrow, the blemish will really start to recede. It's kind of at its height right now, unfortunately. But anyway, so what I want to talk to you about today, as crazy as this sounds, we need to. But you see how it works? I don't want to go into this brand while I'm treating this blemish. So temporarily made it worse by making the whole area red, but whatever. But so, customization, personalization, how do you achieve that in skincare? Serums, right? You know what these are? These are really, really, really well-formulated moisturizers, right? I've talked about all of these. Actually, I haven't written up about this one yet. It's coming from, again, Dr. Gross. But I've talked about each of these moisturizers, and with the exception of this moisturizer in particular, from Stubborn, none of these moisturizers was made for me. They were made for what marketers thought my people like me needed, or a segment of the population needed. What a large chunk of the population's skin needs. And look, we're all human and we all have the same skin. And truthfully, our skin in general needs all the same things. It needs antioxidants. It needs non-fragrant plant oils. I'm holding this one up in particular because it's one of my favorite moisturizers ever. It needs antioxidants, vitamins, non-fragrant plant oils. It needs replenishment. It needs nourishment. It needs hydration. It needs moisture. And there are a lot of ingredients to deliver that stuff to skin. But even as great as this moisturizer is, it wasn't made for my skin in the moment. So I'm talking about customization that delivers you what your skin needs right now, today, this morning, what your skin will need Wednesday night, what your skin might need on Friday morning. And so you see, my skin needs a little bit something different today, right? At least this area of my skin does. That's what personalization is. As crazy as I had no idea that I was going to be using my own blemish as an example for you guys today. So this brand, BioExtracts, out of the UK, it was founded by a woman named Marina Nubo and her daughter Irina, and they were inspired by trips they had taken to Mozambique and Peru, and they observed that the indigenous peoples of the areas that they had visited had different approaches to beauty and had been using ingredients extracted from the botanicals in their own environment to treat different skin conditions. That's not unusual. I mean, that's what Chinese medicine does, right? That's what an apothecary does. That's what herbal medicine is all about, using specific ingredients to target specific skin concerns. But what BioExtracts did and is doing is bringing you those exact ingredients in these, what they call boosts, these serum shot boosts. There are actually 10 of them, and they each do something different. So this one is the redness relief boost. You see? Will it focus? Redness relief. This one is the hyaluronic acid hydro boost. This one is called glow boost. So obviously that's about radiance, right? This one is called the clean to clear boost. And actually, the clean to clear boost is what I need on my acne right now. So what you do, you see, it looks like an IV, and you dispense a little bit of the product, and you can apply this product, these serum formulations, directly to the skin, or I said serum formulations and Siri activated herself. You can apply it directly to the skin, or you can supercharge your moisturizer with each of these, depending on what your skin needs. There are 10 in all. I'm going to go into a little bit more depth on 3 of them, and I talk about each of these 3 in the blog. I just kind of was probably most intrigued or most attracted to the benefits of these 3 particular boosts, so I go into them in more depth on the blog. So this one's called the Even Skin Boost. Look, I'm like obsessed with the evenness of my skin. So when I see something's called an Even Skin Boost, immediately I want that one. This one's called the Anti-Wrinkle Boost. Do I have a concern for wrinkles? Not a big concern for wrinkles, but what I loved about this formula is that it's rich in kelp, seaweed, algae, and that's a terrific way to nourish skin. And so that appealed to that was particularly appealing to me, and I've been using this one at night to power up my my moisturizer with nourishing, replenishing seaweed. And then this one, of course, the Antioxidant Boost. I would venture to guess, I don't know how BioExtracts ranks their boosts in terms of popularity, but I would imagine that an antioxidant boost would be right up there. This was the one that I wanted most, that I wanted to try the most, and this is the one that I have tried and used the most. I'm surprised that there's anything left in it because I've really been going to town on it. So there are 50 boost shots in each of these. And I do 1 or 2 in my moisturizer in the morning. So what does that get me? So there's like a month supply, right? Did I calculate that right? Whatever. But you get the gist. So again, you can power up any moisturizer with a boost. And so I want to show you a moisturizer and an eye cream from BioExtracts. So this one's called the Face Cream Rich. This stuff is like next level amazing. So what you do here, at least, so these airless pump jars are straight out of spas, and facialists, estheticians love these, right? You see how that works? I mean, they're just really, really easy to use. And the airless pump keeps the ingredients fresh. I just love this product. I went to town, like I went crazy on this when I first got it. That's actually probably too much, but at least you got to see how the boosts work. When BioExtracts first sent this to me, I was like, oh my God, that moisturizer is like next level incredible. It's really well formulated. There's just something about the texture of it and the smell of it. I don't think it's fragrance, but it's just incredible. So what you do, so let's say I want to super boost this with the addition of fresh antioxidants. And that's like, I need to back up a second. So like, why can't you just use a moisturizer that's, you may be thinking, why can't you just use a moisturizer that's loaded up with all of these things? And so from my perspective, I don't like using moisturizers that way because I don't believe in them. And I always talk about, baking a cake. Like when you bake a cake with a certain degree of ingredients, a certain number of ingredients that are required to make a cake. And then you customize the cake, right? Like if you want to make a chocolate cake, you're going to put cocoa powder in there. But at some point, it's all about balance, right? If you use too much flour in the cake and not enough eggs, or too many eggs and not enough flour or salt or whatever, it throws it off, and the end result isn't a very tasty cake. And it's the same thing with moisturizers. It's the same thing with these kind of complex creams that have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 ingredients in them. The ingredients don't always play well with each other. And so if you want like a really high level of antioxidants in a moisturizer, you have to be concerned about how the antioxidants and which antioxidants you're using and how they blend with the other ingredients in the formula. So oftentimes a chemist will tone down the level of vitamin C because vitamin C is notoriously unstable and doesn't play well with other ingredients. So the vitamin C level has to come down. Otherwise it destabilizes the formula. Then they add denatured alcohol to solubilize things like salicylic acid and get the salicylic acid to be infused into the skin, to break into the skin surface. So all of that kind of stuff makes it so complex that oftentimes a moisturizer really doesn't deliver what the brand is claiming it delivers. Or that the chemist wanted it to deliver. So by using these kind of fresh activation boosts, you are avoiding all of those issues. The other thing that makes these special, that makes what BioExtracts has done unique, is the development and inclusion of a technology that they call Youth Capsule. And so Youth Capsule is a molecular transport system. So what it does is the molecules that form Youth Capsule help to carry other ingredients, attract other ingredients, and draw them deeper into the skin. This isn't crazy. This is advanced science, and it's not necessarily all that new technology. I reviewed a brand called Good Science Beauty on my blog and on my page numerous times, and the lead scientist behind that brand developed a carrier technology similar to what BioExtracts is using that draws in specific actives deeper into the skin. And so skincare is complex, and that's kind of what I'm all about with Skincarma, is demystifying the mysteries and explaining how things work. So not only do ingredients have a not only is there difficulty in formulating ingredients in complex and amounts in a product, but you also have the issue of whether or not ingredients can even penetrate the skin barrier. So something that's come up with me recently, and it's through my conversations with the lead rocket scientist at KPS, was whether or not peptides in general can penetrate the skin surface. You know, peptides are terrific for the skin, but they don't necessarily do much in the very surface layer of the skin. Yes, they help plump, but they need to be delivered deeper in. And peptides, various peptides, some are probably able to penetrate more deeply than others, and it's all about the size of those peptide molecules. If they're too large, if any skincare molecule, ingredient molecule is too large, it's not going to penetrate the skin barrier, and it's not going to go deeply into the skin, into the deeper layers of the skin where it's potentially more effective. So the carrier technology that BioExtracts is using, that Good Science Beauty is using, is enhancing penetration of the actives deeper into the skin. So let's say today I am interested in powering up my moisturizer with an antioxidant complex. One shot, you see it? That one shot. So you take it, you blend it into the moisturizer, warm it up, and then apply it to your face. If you need exfoliation, if you feel like you need some exfoliation today, use the Clean to Clear boost and enhance your skincare that way. And give your skin what it needs. So I've talked I talked quite a lot last month about those really cool new Clinique ID boosts, those chambers or vials of serum concentrates that Clinique came out with that power up the 3 Clinique basic moisturizer formulas, the DDML, dramatically different, the yellow one, the hydrating jelly, and what's the other one called? It's also a gel, it's for oily skin. But the thing about those is that it's just one boost vial, and you have to choose, like in general, what do you want to do to this moisturizer? So in general, I have redness and irritation. So I'm gonna use the Clinique Boost to supercharge my normal moisturizer with a serum that helps to alleviate redness and irritation. But once those two are together, that's it. You're always treating your skin for redness and irritation. And maybe your skin isn't always red or irritated. So you're kind of locked into that. And that's what I'm talking about here. You're not locked into anything. You can deliver nourishing algae if you feel like your skin needs that. I mean, you're not actually walking around thinking that your skin needs nourishing algae, but I personally like that one. But if your skin needs hydration, you know that, right? So you can boost your hydration levels. This is a terrific hyaluronic acid serum. It's a natural hyaluronic acid in here. And you can give your skin that. I just love the level of customization. And I just feel like all my life, this is what I've been waiting for in my skincare. I mean, we've got that. I talk in the blog about how when I was like 13 years old, up until I was 13 years old, we had 3 TV channels. We had ABC, CBS, and NBC barely came in. So honestly, unless something was on NBC and you were dying to watch it, you just didn't watch it because it was like, it had that crazy snow, on the TV. So we had 2.5 channels. And that meant that all I could watch on TV was what was on those 2 channels at any given time. Granted, a lot of times it worked out. When Star Trek was on, I couldn't be happier. I would come home from school and I would watch Julia Child, believe it or not, and soap operas, General Hospital. And so that was that. But then when I was about 13, 14, early teens, we got cable TV. Like all of a sudden, cable TV came to town. And I was like blown away. I had like 30, 40, 50 channels to choose from. And yes, I loved Star Trek, but I was also a huge sci-fi fan, and now I could watch like all kinds of sci-fi. So to me, customization is what it's all about. Personalization is what it's all about. That's what the future is about. And that's what we have now in 2019. We finally have skincare that we can customize for ourselves. Get yourself a custom moisturizer like the one from Stubborn that they made for me, and they'll make one for you. And then, depending on what your skin needs, give your moisturizer a boost. Any day, anytime, morning, night, whatever. So that's it, guys. These are bio extracts. Amazing, 10 amazing booster serums. They're fun, right? They're fun. They get me all hyped up. And most importantly, they give my skin and they'll give your skin exactly what it needs, when it needs it. That's it. I want to wish you a terrific week ahead. And I will post up about these on the blog. Again, it's almost done, so that's going to go live, and I will post up about them on my timeline. But be sure to check out my blog at skincarma.com, and I will provide information and links to bioextracts in the blog, on the YouTube comments, and on my Skincarma page. Okay? Have a good one, guys.